अद्य विसर्गसन्धिप्रकरणे तृतीया कक्षा। जिह्वामूलीय उपध्मानीयानाम् उपवादसूत्राणि अधीयन्ते। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। विसर्गसन्धिप्रकरणे यथा आदौ दृष्टं खरि अवसाने च परे विसर्गः उत्पद्यते। उत्पन्नस्य विसर्गस्य सामान्येन उत्सर्गतः खरिपरे सत्वम् इत्युच्यते। शरिपरे वैकल्पिकं सत्वं, खर्परे शरि लोपः, शर्परे खरि विसर्गस्य स्थाने विसर्गः। तदतिरिच्य खरिपरे विसर्गस्य सकारादेशः भवति। विशेषतया कवर्गे पवर्गे च परे अर्थात् ककारे खकारे परे पकारे फकारे च परे कुप्पोः कहपौ च इति सूत्रेण जिह्वामूलीयः उपध्मानीयश्च विधीयते। विसर्गस्य कवर्गे परे जिह्वामूलीयः, पवर्गे परे उपध्मानीयः इति नियमः। इदं सूत्रं सत्वस्य अपवादभूतम्. This is an exception to sakaradesha, but as an exception to this we again have sakaradesha. You should notice how he has put it. First, initially, generally we have sakaradesha mandated irrespective of what khar is there. But when it is kavarga or pavarga, by kupvoh kahpocha we get jihvamuliya or upadhmaniya. But there are further exceptions to this which prevent jihvamuliya or upadhmaniya and give sakara. Basically sakara. It is a sakara if the visarga is preceded by akara, or shakara, murdhanya shakara if the visarga is preceded by other swaras or in basically. So kupvoh kahpocha iti सूत्रस्य अपवादत्वेन सोपदादौ अपदादौ अपदाद्योः कुप्पोः परयोः विसर्गस्य स्थाने सकारः भवति, न तु जिह्वामूलीयः उपध्मानीयो वा। कुत्र लभ्यते अपदादौ कवर्गः पवर्गो वा इति चेत् पाश कल्प काम्येषु इति वाच्यम्। एतेषु प्रत्ययेषु परेषु सोपदादौ इति सूत्रेण विसर्गस्य स्थाने सकारः आदेशः भवति, जिह्वामूलीयम् उपध्मानीयं च बाधित्वा। पाशप् कल्पप् क काम्यच् इति प्रत्ययाः एतेषु प्रत्ययेषु परेषु जिह्वामूलीयं बाधित्वा उपध्मानीयं च बाधित्वा सकारः आदेशः भवति। यथा पयः पाशम् इति स्थिते सकारादेशे पयस्पाशम्, यशस्कल्पम् यशस्कम् यशस्काम्यम् इति उदाहरणानि। अस्मिन् सूत्रे अनव्ययस्येति वाच्यम्। यदि अव्ययस्थः विसर्गः तर्हि तस्य स्थाने सकारादेशः न भवति, किन्तु जिह्वामूलीयः उपध्मानीयो वा भवति। प्रातः कल्पम् इत्यस्ति चेत् प्रातः कल्पम् इत्येव, न तु प्रातस्कल्पम् इति। तथैव काम्ये रोरेवेति वाच्यम्। काम्यच् प्रत्यये परे यदि विसर्गस्य स्थाने सकारादेशः भवति तर्हि रोरेव भवति। ससजुषोरुः इत्यनेन यत् ऋत्वं विधीयते तस्य रोः स्थाने यः विसर्गः खरवसानयोर्विसर्जनीयः इत्यनेन भवति, तस्यैव विसर्गस्य सकारादेशो भवति। यदि स्वयं प्रातिपदिके रेफः विद्यते, यथा प्रातर् इति रेफान्तम् अव्ययम् अथवा गिर् इति रेफान्तं प्रातिपदिकम्, तस्य रेफस्य स्थाने विसर्गे कृते तस्य विसर्गस्य काम्यच् प्रत्यये परे सत्वं न स्यात्। ते एव गीः काम्यति इत्यत्र जिह्वामूलीय एव श्रूयते, न तु षत्वम्। सोपदादौ इत्यस्यैव सूत्रस्य इत्येव अर्थे इणश्शः। सोपदादौ अर्थात् अपदाद्योः कुप्वोः परयोः का पाश कल्प क काम्येषु परेषु इणः परस्य विसर्गस्य षत्वं भवति। So both these deal with the same case where a visarga is followed by kavarga or pavarga which is not at the beginning of a pada, which implies that when a visarga is followed by pashap, kalpap, ka or kamyach, if the letter preceding the visarga is akara, we get sakara as the adesha. If it is any other swara or hayavarala, that is if it is in, then we get shakara. For example, sarpish pasham, sarpish kalpam, dhanushkam, etc. Okay. अग्रिमं सूत्रं भवति नमस्पुरसोर्गत्योः। नमस्पुरस् इत्येतयोः अव्ययोः नमस्पुरस् इत्येतयोः अव्यययोः गतिसंज्ञकयोः यदा गतिसंज्ञा वर्तते तदा तयोरवयवः यः विसर्गः तस्य स्थाने सकारः आदेशः भवति कुप्पोः परयोः। गतिसंज्ञा कदा भवति? नमः शब्दस्य साक्षात् प्रभृति निच इत्यनेन करोतौ परे कृ धातौ परे विकल्पेन गतिसंज्ञा अस्ति। गतिसंज्ञायां सत्यां सत्वं भवति नमस्करोति, तदभावे नमः करोति अथवा नमः करोति। पुरस् इत्यस्य पुरोव्ययम् इत्यनेन नित्यं गतिसंज्ञा वर्तते, तस्य पुरस्करोति इत्यत्र सत्वं श्रूयते। अग्रिमं सूत्रमस्ति इदुदुपधस्य च अप्रत्ययस्य। अप्रत्ययस्य विसर्गस्य इकार उकार उपधस्य। उपधा अलोन्त्यात् पूर्व उपधा. The penultimate letter is called upadha. So if either it, the short ikara, or ut, short ukara, is in the upadha, which is followed by a visarga, the visarga which is not a part of a pratyaya. Now if this is followed by kavarga or pavarga, then we have shakara as the adesha. So the examples are nishpratyuham. निः प्रत्यूहम् इति स्थिते इकारोपधस्य अप्रत्ययस्य विसर्गस्य अत्र विसर्गः प्रादिस्थः. So the visarga does not belong to any pratyaya. So there we have nishpratyuham, nishkarma, nishkama. Anywhere you have these examples. Okay. So atraiva कश्चन किञ्चन वार्तिकमस्ति एकादेशशास्त्रनिमित्तकस्य न शत्वम्. So I'll just go through it again. The problem was we have idudupadhasya cha pratyayasya matuh kripa ityasti. Atra asya sutrasya pravrittihi bhavati va na va iti prashnah. The doubt is, can we apply idudupadhasya cha pratyayasya in matuh kripa? What are the conditions for idudupadhasya cha pratyayasya? First thing, there should be ikara or ukara at the upadha. The second thing, the visarga should not belong to a pratyaya. And the third thing, there should be kavarga or parvarga following. So we see here matuhu ityatra upadhayam ukaraha vartate. So the first condition is satisfied. And then there is a kripa, kakara following. So the third condition is also satisfied. Now we have to check if the second condition holds good. That is, does the visarga belong to the pratyaya or not? Question: visargaha pratyayastho va apratyayastho va iti prashnah. Tasya uttaram ज्ञातुं मातुः इति शब्दस्य निष्पत्तिः द्रष्टव्या. कथं भवति? मातृ इति ऋकारान्तात् प्रातिपदिकात् षष्ठी विभक्ताव एकवचने मातृ ङस् इति ङस् प्रत्ययः भवति. ङस् इति अस् इति शिष्यते. मातृ अस् इति स्थिते ऋत उत् इति सूत्रेण ऋकार अकारयोः स्थाने उकारः एकादेशः भवति. The ukara is an ekadesha which replaces the r of matra and the a of as. So in place of both we have u. And since this is an an adesha in the place of rikara, we have uran raparaha. So we have ur as the effective adesha. So we have mat ur s iti sthite. Rat sasya ityanena asya pratyasya sakarah lupyate. Matur ityasti. Tasya rephasya visarge matuhu. इदानीम् अयं विसर्गः कस्य भवति? प्रातिपदिकस्य वा प्रत्ययस्य वा? उभयोः स्थाने एकादेशः कृतः. There has been an ekadesha replacing one letter from the pratipadika and one from the pratyaya. It is an ekadesha. Ur has replaced. Now this r, does it belong to the pratyaya or to the pratipadika is the question. Ekadesha. Since it's an ekadesha, does it go to the previous part or to the latter part? तस्य निर्णयं कर्तुं सूत्रमस्ति अन्तादिवच्च. योऽयमेकादेशः सः पूर्वस्य अन्तवत् परस्य आदिवत् स्यात्. The ekadesha always behaves like the ending of the previous part and the beginning of the latter part. Now when you are saying it's the if we consider it to be the beginning of the latter part is a pratyaya. यदि परादिवद्भावः स्वीक्रियते तदा परस्य अर्थात् प्रत्ययस्य आदौ अयं रेफः अस्ति तदा तु अप्रत्ययस्य इति न भवति. प्रत्ययस्य एव विसर्गः. किन्तु पूर्वान्तवद्भावः यदि आश्रीयते, यदि पूर्वस्य अर्थात् प्रातिपदिकस्य अन्तवत् अयम् एकादेशः भवति तर्हि अयं प्रत्ययस्य विसर्गः न. If we take पूर्वान्तवद्भाव, that is the ekadesha behaving like the ending of the pratipadika, then the visarga is not that of a pratyaya. If the visarga is not that of a pratyaya, then the second condition is also satisfied. So we can apply irudupadasya cha pratyayasya and replace visarga with a shakara. पूर्वान्तवद्भावेन विसर्गः प्रत्ययावयव भिन्नः, प्रत्ययस्य अवयवो नास्ति, तेन इदुदुपधस्य इत्यनेन षत्वं प्राप्नोति किन्तु न भवति. किमर्थं? वाक्यं वर्तते एकादेशशास्त्रनिमित्तकस्य न षत्वम्. विसर्गस्य निमित्तं यदि एकादेशशास्त्रं भवति तर्हि तत्र षत्वं न भवति. किं प्रमाणम् इति चेत् कस्कादिषु भ्रातुष्पुत्रशब्दस्य पाठात्. कस्कादीनि च इति कस्कादिषु च इति सूत्रं वर्तते. We have already studied it. It says in the words which have been covered in the class of Kaskadi. Kaskadi is a group of words. So whatever words are there in that group, we get sakara or shakara depending on the preceding letter. So this sutra was created by Panini to deal with those forms which do not get shatva by any other sutra. There are certain forms where we hear sakara or shakara, but the form cannot be derived by some sutra. So for that he made them into one group and put them at the end of this prakarana and said, in these words you can take sakara, shakara as they are. Now in this gana, Kaskadi gane bhratushputraha iti shabdaha pathyate. भ्रातुः पुत्रः इति स्थिते षत्वं भवति भ्रातुष्पुत्रः. किमर्थम् अस्मिन् गणे तस्य पाठः कृतः पाणिनिना? केनापि सूत्रेण न प्राप्नोति इत्येतदर्थम् अस्मिन् गणे सः शब्दः उल्लिखितः. He has included Bhratushputraha in this gana, thinking or assuming that Bhratushputraha will not get shatva by any of the common sutras. Now, if we follow the logic of the previous slide, पूर्वान्तवद्भावेन भ्रातुः यथा मातुः इति भवति तथैव भ्रातुः इत्यपि रूपं निष्पद्यते. भ्रातुः इत्यत्र यदि पूर्वान्तवद्भावेन प्रत्ययावयवभिन्नः विसर्गः इति कृत्वा इदुदुपधस्य च प्रत्ययस्य इत्यनेनैव षत्वं प्राप्नोति तर्हि अस्मिन् गणे तस्य शब्दस्य पाठः कुतः? Why do we need that shabda in this gana if we can easily use a sutra to derive the same form? Which means the sutra will not apply here. We cannot apply idudupadasya cha pratyaya here. So keeping that in mind, the Vartikakara has created this Vartika and says ekadesha shastra nimittakasya na shatvam. Wherever you have a visarga which has been derived using some ekadesha shastra, then we cannot do shatva. So only Bhratushputraha, because it is in Kaskadigana, will get shatva. Other forms like Matuhu Kripa or Matuhu Putraha, if the form is there, will not get shatva. यदि भ्रातुः पुत्रः इत्यत्र इदुदुपधस्य च प्रत्ययस्य इत्येव षत्वसिद्धिः तर्हि कस्कादिगणे तस्य शब्दस्य पाठः एव व्यर्थः स्यात्. तस्मात् अनया रीत्या षत्वं न भवति. मातुः कृपा इत्येव, मातुष्कृपा इति न भवति. अपरं वार्तिकं वर्तते मुहुसः प्रतिषेधः. मुहुस् इति अव्ययं, सकारान्तम् अव्ययं, तस्य कुप्वोः परयोः षत्वं न भवति. Please excuse me for a moment. Hello, can you hear me, Ravi?
Yes, Samya.
Sorry. Okay. मुहुसः प्रतिषेधः इति वार्तिकम्. मुहुस् इति अव्ययम्. तस्य यः विसर्गः तस्य स्थाने षत्वं न भवति इत्यर्थः. मुहुः काम इत्यस्ति. अत्र विसर्गः अप्रत्ययस्थः. All conditions are satisfied. There is an ukara in the upadha. The visarga does not belong to pratyaya and there is kakara following. All conditions are satisfied for application of irudupadasya cha pratyayasya. किन्तु मुहुसः प्रतिषेधः इति वार्तिकस्य सत्त्वात् अत्र षत्वं न भवति. मुहुः काम इति जिह्वामूलीयः अथवा मुहुः काम इति विसर्ग एव. अग्रिमं सूत्रमस्ति तिरसोऽन्यतरस्याम्. बहु सुलभं. तिरस् इति अव्ययं पुनः तस्य स्थाने विकल्पेन अन्यतरस्यां विकल्पेन सत्वं भवति. पदद्वयमस्ति तिरसः अन्यतरस्यां. विसर्जनीयस्य सः इत्यतः विसर्जनीयस्य इति अनुवर्तते. कुप्वोः कः पौच इत्यतः कुप्वोः इति अनुवर्तते. स्वपदादौ इति सूत्रेण सः सकारः अनुवर्तते. तिरसः इति षष्ठी विभक्तिः. तिरस् इति अव्ययस्य स्थाने विसर्जनीयस्य इत्यपि षष्ठी. तिरस् इति अव्ययस्य यः विसर्गः तस्य स्थाने कुप्वोः कवर्गे पवर्गे च परे सः प्रथम सकारादेशः भवति इत्यर्थः. तिरसो विसर्गस्य सः वा स्यात्. अन्यतरस्याम् इत्युक्तत्वात् विकल्पेन भवति कुप्वोः ककार कवर्गपवर्गयोः परयोः. तिरः कर्ता इत्यस्ति. सकारे तिरस्कर्ता तदभावे तिरः कर्ता तिरः कर्ता. एवमेव तिरस्करोति तिरः करोति तिरः करोति. Actually the tiraskaroti, the form with sattva is more popular, but the other forms are also correct. The next sutra is dvis trish chaturiti krutvorthe. द्विहि त्रिहि चतुः इति कृत्वोर्थे. पदद्वयं विसर्जनीयस्य सः विसर्जनीयस्य कुप्वोः इणशः इत्यतः शः इति तिरसोऽन्यतरस्याम् इत्यतः अन्यतरस्याम् इत्यपि अनुवर्तते. कः अर्थः? कृत्वोर्थे वर्तमानानाम् येषां विसर्गस्य षकारः वा स्यात् कुप्वोः परयोः. So when द्विहि त्रिहि or चतुः is followed by kavarga or pavarga, there is shakara is the thing. Krutvorthe. So what is संख्यायाः क्रियाभ्यावृत्तिगणने कृत्वसुच् इति सूत्रं वर्तते. कृत्वसुच् इति प्रत्ययः. The कृत्वोर्थे here refers to the कृत्वसुच् which is a suffix. क्रिया संख्यायाः क्रियाभ्यावृत्तिगणने. The कृत्वसुच् इति प्रत्ययः संख्यावाचकशब्देभ्यः भवति. कदा भवति? क्रियायाः आवृत्तिगणने. When you are counting the number of times a particular action has been performed. Like for example, the English word which would match to this is twice. Twice means some action has been repeated 2 times. तस्मिन्नेव अर्थे संस्कृते कृत्वसुच् इति प्रत्ययः उपयुज्यते. यथा पञ्चकृत्वः यजते. पञ्च इति संख्यावाचकात् शब्दात् कृत्वसुच् प्रत्ययः कृत्वः इति शिष्यते. पञ्चकृत्वः means 5 times. He sacrificed, he performed something 5 times. सप्तकृत्वः स्तौति. He praises 7 times. So here in both cases, as you can notice, the kriya, the action is being repeated, either the yajana or the stavana, and the kritvasuch is added to the number, to a word indicating number, to indicate the number of times the kriya has been repeated. Sankhyayaha kriyabhyavrittiganane kritvasuch dvitri chaturbhyas such. Purvasutrat kriyabhyavrittiganane iti anuvartate. Such for dvi, tri and chatur. For these 3 words, instead of kritvasuch, we have a pratyaya called such, which is in the same meaning. It carries the same meaning as kritvasuch, but the pratyaya is such. So when you add such pratyaya to dvi, it becomes dvihi. The sankhyavataka shabdasya dvau dvau dvabhyam 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 ityadi rupani asya tu dvihi. Dvihi nama dvivaram, twice. Dvihi means twice. Okay, dvihi bhunkte, he eats twice. Trihi gacchati, he goes thrice. Chatuh pathati, he reads 4 times. So after, I think in English, after twice and thrice we don't have such words, but in Sanskrit you can make it to whatever number you can add kritva such. For if it is dvi, tri or chatur, the suffix is such. For others it is kritva such. Okay, dvi, tri, chaturbhyah such ityanena एतेभ्यः संख्यावाचकेभ्यः सुच प्रत्ययः विधीयते कृत्वोर्थे. This is what the Sutrakara means by Kritvorthe, means Kriyabhyavritti Ganane. When it indicates the number of times of repetition of a Kriya, then you have this. So for, as an aside, there is Ekasya Sakritcha. In the same series, you have the Sakrit. Eka is replaced by Sakrit. Sakrit means once. The word, Sanskrit word for once is Sakrit. So all these words are called Kritvorthaha. Kritvorthe ime pratyayaha bhavanti. Now, dvis trish chatur iti. Yada dvihi trihi chatuhu iti kritvorthe padani vartante. Tesham visargasya sthane kupoho parayoho shatvam bhavati. Yatha dvihi karoti. Yasya dvish karoti. Anyatarasyam iti uktatvat tadabhave pakshe dvih karoti dvihi karoti. Evam trish karoti chatush karoti ityadina asti. Kritvorthe kim? Now the question is, why to say Kritvorthe? Because, as I told, the words dvihi, trihi, chatuhu are, dvihi, trihi means it is Kritvortha. The simple pratipadika would be dvi, tri. In the sutra, Panini is saying dvis and tris, which means he has already included the such pratyaha. Means it is already in Kritvortha. Why to specify Kritvortha? The question is, when you say dvis trish chaturiti, you have, what do you hear here? You hear dvis, tris and chatur. Dvis is such pratyayanta of dvi. Such comes in Kritvortha. So dvis is always Kritvortha with no exceptions. Similarly, tris means Kritvortha. Tris iti such pratyayantaha Kritvorthe eva asti. Evam chatur iti. Kritvorthe eva vartamananam shabdanam Kritvorthe iti prithak kimartham vaktavyam. When they are already in Kritvortha, when it is obvious that dvis and tris are already Kritvortha, why to specify the Kritvortha? Is the question. The Kritvortha is needed for chatur, because for the chatur shabdasya vishaye pratipadikam api chatur ityeva bhavati, such pratyaye krite api chatur ityeva rupam bhavati. Dvi ityasya dvihi, tri ityasya trihi, kintu chatur ityasya chatur ityeva bhavati. In the pratipadika, there is no difference in case of chatur, because the sakara gets lopa and you are still left with chatur and chatur. Now, if he hadn't included Kritvorthe, you wouldn't know if the chatur is only Kritvortha or even the ordinary chatur. Right? So, to specify that all these three should be in Kritvortha, he specifies that. Which means, if it is the usual chatur shabda, where it just indicates a number and not repetition of a kriya, then we do not have vaikalpika shatva. Right? So, chatushkapalaha iti pratyudaharanam diyate dikshitaihi. Chaturshu kapaleshu samskritah purodashaha iti dvigu samasaha chatuhu kapalaha ityasti. Kritvortha nasti. Here the chatur is not in Kritvortha. Kritvortha bhavat dvis trish chaturiti Kritvorthe iti sutrasya pravrtihi nasti. Idudupadhasya cha pratyayasya ityanena nityam shatvam bhavati. So since chatur, where the visarga does not belong to a pratyaya, you have a nitya shatva by the previous sutra, and this particular sutra giving optional shatva does not apply in chatushkapalaha. It would apply in chatushkaroti. He works 4 times. In that case, we would have an optional shatva. Chatushkaroti, chatuhkaroti, chatuhkaroti. Kintu chatushkapalaha ityatra Kritvortha nasti. Tasmat atsya sutrasya pravritya bhave पूर्वसूत्रेण नित्यं षत्वं भवति. Right? अग्रिमं सूत्रमस्ति इसुसोः सामर्थ्ये. पदद्वयम् विसर्जनीयस्य कुप्वोः शः अन्यतरस्याम्. All these are standard anuvritti in all the sutras. इसुसोः सामर्थ्ये. इसुसोः विसर्गस्य शः स्याद्वा कुप्वोः परयोः. The visarga of is and us will get will get shatva when followed by kupvoh vikalpa optionally. Sarpis karoti ityasте. Sarpis iti pratipadikam. So this sutra, you should notice, will apply only in case of pratipadikas. If the is and us are the part of a pratipadika, सर्पिर् करोति ससजुषोरुः विसर्गः सर्पिः करोति इत्यत्र सर्पिः करोति सर्पिः करोति सर्पिः करोति इति रूपत्रयं भवति. Why this sutra is needed? Because here the visarga is not apratyaya. The sarpi is an unadi pratyayanta where you have sirp dhatoh isunva. I don't remember the exact pratyaya, but this is from a pratyaya, unadi pratyaya. Now this visarga is pratyaya. Since it is pratyaya, idudupadhasya cha pratyayasya will not apply. Here you would not get shatva. So this particularly says for is and us. If they happen to be a part of the pratipadika also, then when it is followed by kavarga or pavarga, we have an optional shatva. Sarpish karoti, sarpih karoti, sarpih karoti. Evam dhanush ityatrapi dhanush karoti, dhanuh karoti, dhanuh karoti. An optional shatva in case of is and us. Now question, he says isusohu samarthye. Samarthyam nama kim? Samarthyam iha vyapeksha. Actually samarthyam dvidha. Vyapeksha ekarthi bhavaha. There are two kinds of samarthya. Samarthya is the capacity or the inherent ability of one pada to be associated with another. Ekasya padasya anyena padena saha anvayasya yat samarthyam asti tadeva atra samarthyam. Here samarthyam means the capacity of one pada being associated with another. A classic example of this is, for example, you have Ragyaha Purushaha, where we do a samasa called Raja Purushaha, which means the son of the king. Now, if there is a sentence which says Bhavati Darshanam Ragyaha Putraha Chorasya Dhavati is the sentence. Right? The Anvaya, the proper Anvaya is Ragyaha Darshanam Bhavati. It is on seeing the king, Chorasya Putraha Dhavati. The thief's son flees is the translation. But how is the pada arrangement in Sanskrit as Bhavati Darshanam Ragyaha Putraha Chorasya Dhavati. This is the arrangement of words. Now here also you hear Ragyaha Putraha. Bhavati Darshanam Ragyaha Putraha Chorasya Dhavati. You have Ragyaha Putraha. We all know that if you have a Vigraha Vakya saying Ragyaha Putraha, the word would be Rajaputraha. Here, can we do a samasa like that? Can we do Rajaputraha here? Bhavati Darshanam Rajaputraha Chorasya Dhavati. Does not make any sense. Why does it not make any sense? Because the word Ragyaha does not have samarthya with Putraha. Putraha is associated with Chorasya and Ragyaha is associated with Darshanam. Ragyaha Darshanam Bhavati, Chorasya Putraha Dhavati. Right? Where is the Anvaya is the question. That is, you cannot relate any word to another word. So, where the two words have relation to each other, it is called samarthya. The samarthya is of two types. It is called vyapeksha ekarthi bhavaha. Samase yat samarthyam tat ekarthi bhava samarthyam. Vakya yat samarthyam tat vyapeksha samarthyam. So, in samasa also, to make a samasa, in a samasa, you should have the two words should be related to each other, right? So that is called ekarthi bhava samarthya. Similarly, in a sentence, the words have to be related to each other. That is called vyapeksha samarthya, right? So iha samarthyam vyapeksha. In this sutra, samarthya, the samarthya which is being referred to is vyapeksha. What does it mean? Idam tu samanena samarthyam dvidha bhavati. Vyapeksha samarthyam ekarthi bhava samarthyam chete. Tatra वाक्ये यत् सामर्थ्यं वर्तते पदानां तद् व्यपेक्षा सामर्थ्यम् इत्युच्यते। समासे यत् सामर्थ्यं भवति तत् एकार्थी भावः इत्युच्यते। सामर्थ्ये किम्? अत्र सामर्थ्ये इत्युक्ते किम्? तिष्ठतु सर्पिः पिब त्वम् उदकम् इति वाक्यम्। This is the sentence. Tishtatu sarpihi piba tvam udakam. Sarpihi means ghee, right? I hope you know. So, what is the context? There is somebody is boiling butter to get ghee, heating butter. So, another person is telling, Tishtatu sarpihi, let the ghee stand, that is, let it boil. Tvam udakam piba, you have water, you drink water. That is the sentence. Now, here, does sarpihi and piba have anvaya with each other? Is it sarpihi piba? He's not saying drink ghee, right? Piba relates to udakam. Udakam piba. Sarpihi tishtatu. Sarpihi relates to tishtatu and piba relates to udakam, which means there is no samarthya between sarpihi and piba, right? Sarpihi does not relate to piba at all. Sarpihi relates to tishtatu. Piba relates to udakam. There is no samarthya. In this sentence, there is no samarthya between sarpihi and piba, which means the words sarpihi and piba are not related to each other. In this case, there is no shatva. If you remember, what we are doing is shatva. Shatva tells if there is is or us. Sarpis ityatra is ityasti, tasya sthane visargaha, agre pavargaha asti, jihva muliyam vadhitva isusoho ityanena shatve prapte. As we saw, if it were drink ghee, sarpihi piba, then we would get sarpish piba. But atra samarthya bhavena atra shatvam na bhavati. There is no shatva here because there is no samarthya between sarpihi and piba. Samarthya bhavat na shatvam. Is this clear or should I go through this again? Anybody who is not clear? There is samarthya. Samarthya simply means the words should be related to each other, which means the word which has is and the kavarga or pavarga which is following it should be related to each other. Like you have sarpish karoti, sarpihi karoti, he makes ghee. Sarpihi is related to karoti. Then we get shatva, which becomes sarpish karoti. If you have sarpihi piba, drink ghee, it would become sarpish piba. But when there is no relation, tishtatu sarpihi pibatvam udakam. Sarpihi tishtatu udakam piba. There is no relation between sarpihi and piba, so we do not have a shatva. Samarthya bhavat na shatvam. Okay. Priya is asking for the difference between the two kinds of samarthya. It's not a difference. Vipeksha is the samarthya between words in separate words in a sentence, while ekarthi bhava is the samarthya between words in a samasa. I mean, when we say ragyaha putraha and we say a compound word called rajaputraha, according to Vaiyakarana Siddhanta, the rajaputraha is a single word which conveys the meaning of both Raja and Putra. It's a single word according to us. So there is ekarthi bhava. The two words joined together to give a separate meaning in all vrittis. Ekarthi bhavanam vrittihi. Not just in samasa, in all vrittis we have this ekarthi bhava. And that is just how the words can relate to each other in a compound is ekarthi bhava samarthya. And how they relate to each other in a sentence as separate words in a sentence is vyapeksha. अग्रिमं सूत्रमस्ति नित्यं समासे अनुत्तरपदस्थस्य. पूर्वसूत्रेण उक्तं इसुसोः सामर्थ्ये. इस् उस् इत्ययोः सामर्थ्ये. सामर्थ्यमेव व्यपेक्षा, which means this sutra will apply only in a sentence, that is separate words in a sentence. Nityam samase. Now the next sutra says if it is a samasa, then the shatva is nitya. The previous was an optional shatva. Anyatarasyam ityasya anuvruttau isusohu samarthye vikalpena shatvam bhavati. Arthat vakye vaikalpikam shatvam nityam samase. Samase tu nityameva shatvam bhavati. If it is a samasa, then shatva is compulsory. नित्यं समासे अनुत्तरपदस्थस्य इत्यस्ति इसुसोः विसर्गस्य अनुत्तरपदस्थस्य विल कम टू दैट पार्ट लेटर इसुसोः विसर्गस्य समासे नित्यं शः स्यात् समासे यदि कवर्गः पवर्गः वा अस्ति अग्रे तर्हि नित्यमेव शत्वं भवति सर्पिषः कुण्डिका अस्ति कुण्डिका इज अ बॉटल ऑफ घी षष्ठी तत्पुरुष समासे सर्पिः कुण्डिका इति समासे एकमेव रूपं सर्पिष् कुण्डिका there is a single form there is no सर्पिः कुण्डिका in a samasa नित्यं समासे समासे शत्वं नित्यं भवति अनुत्तरपदस्थस्य इत्युक्ते किम् इस् उस् इति यत् पदम् अस्ति तत् उत्तरपदे नास्ति चेत् उत्तरपदं नाम किं समासे चरमावयवः उत्तरपदमिति कथ्यते the last word of a samasa is called uttarapada. For example, if Sarpishaha Kundika, in Sarpish Kundika, Kundika is the Uttarapada. If you are doing Parama Sarpish Kundika, how do you split it? Paramam Chada Sarpishcha. Saying Paramam Sarpihi. In this samasa, Sarpihi is the Uttarapada. It's a Karmadharaya samasa. Paramam Sarpihi is Karmadharaya samasa. Tatra Sarpihi iti Uttarapadam. Parama Sarpihi. Idanim Parama Sarpishaha Kundika idi yadi samasah kriyate. If you want to do this samasa, this sarpi, though it is not uttarapada for this samasa, it was an uttarapada for the previous samasa. Parama sarpihi ityatra samarpihi iti uttarapadam. Sutre anuttarapadasthasya. Uttarapade na bhavet. Isusoho isusantam yat padam tat uttarapade na bhavet. Tadaiva shatvam. Tasmad paramasarpih kundika ityatra shatvam na bhavati. We do not get shatva here because the sarpi belongs to the uttarapada. Paramasarpihi ityatra sarpihi iti uttarapadam. Uttarapade yadi is athva us asti tarhi visargasya sthane shatvam na bhavati. Tadvihaya samase nityameva shatvam bhavati. Sarpish kundika. Yeah. Now there is a question. This is all fine. So far it means if there is an is or us, a word ending in is or us, if it is followed by kavarga or pavarga, it gets shatva optionally if it is a sentence and shatva compulsorily if it's a samasa. So far good. But having told this, Panini puts the Sarpish Kundika word, the word Sarpish Kundika in the Kaskadigana. Kaskadigane Sarpish Kundika shabdah pathitaha. Kimartham iti prashnaha. You have, as I told already, the Kaskadigana has been created to deal with words which do not get shatva by other means. Now, for Sarpish Kundika, if you are saying it is a Vakya, then you get an optional shatva by isuso samarthye. Yadi samasaha, tarhi anena sutrena nityam samase anuttarapadasthasya tenena nityameva shatvam bhavati. Kimartham gane pathaha. Why did he have to include Sarpish Kundika, the word in the Gana? This question. Kaskadishu Sarpish Kundika shabdaha asamase vyapeksha virahepi shatvarthaha vyapekshayam nityarthascha. So this word is not for samasa. In samasa we would get an compulsory shatva. It says it has two purposes. One thing asamase. Arthad vakye vyapeksha virahepi shatvarthaha. Even when there is no samarthya, he requires shatva for Sarpish Kundika. As we saw, isuso samarthya applies only when there is samarthya. That is when the words are related. Panini wants a compulsory shatva even when the words are not related. That is the first purpose. He says for Sarpish Kundika, if you have the Anupurvi, Sarpihi Kundika ityasti chet, yatra kutrapi bhavatu, samarthyam bhavatu nava, shatvam bhavati. Asamase, vyapeksha virahepi shatvarthaha, vyapekshayam nityarthascha. And also, even when there is samarthya in a vakya, he wants a compulsory shatva. So, isuso samarthya ityatra sarpish karoti, sarpih karoti, sarpihi karoti. Iti त्रीणि रूपाणि सिद्ध्यन्ति. विकल्पेन shatva vidhanena. किन्तु सर्पिष् कुण्डिका शब्दे नित्यमेव शत्वं स्यात्. सामर्थ्ये सति नित्यं शत्वं स्यात्. सामर्थ्याभावेपि नित्यं शत्वं स्यात्. इत्येतदर्थं गणे पाठः. उदाहरणं पश्यामः. तथैव तिष्ठतु सर्पिः कुण्डिकाम् आनय इति वाक्यमस्ति. सर्पिः तिष्ठतु, let the ghee stay or boil. Kundikam anaya. Bring the bottle. Now, just as we saw in Tishtatu Sarpihi Pibatvamudakam, Sarpihi Kundika Ityanayoh Samarthyam Nasti. Sarpihi Ityatra Tishtatu Ityanena Samarthyam. Kundikam Ityatra Anayene Samarthyam. Sarpihi Kundika Ityanayoh Parasparam Samarthyam Nasti. There is no samarthya between Sarpihi and Kundika. So, by the rule Isuso Samarthya, we will not get Shatva here. Samarthya bhavena Shatvam na bhavati. Kintu atra bhavet. Panini wants Shatva even in this case. Even if there is no samasa, he wants Tishtatu Sarpish Kundika Manaya. So, that is the first purpose of putting Sarpish Kundika in the Gana. The second one, Asamase Vyapekshayam. It's not samasa, but there is Vyapeksha. That is, there is samarthya between these two. Sarpihi Kundikayam vartate iti kimapi asti. Samarthyam asti. In this case, isuso samarthya ityanena vikalpena shatvam praptam nityam shatva sadhanartham kaskadigane pathaha. Sarpish Kundikayam vartate. Clear? So, the Sarpish Kundika, if it is a samasa, if it is Sarpishaha Kundika, tarhi nityam samase anuttara padasthasya ityanena nityam shatvam bhavati. यदि समासः नास्ति असमासः तर्हि कस्कादिगणे पाठेन शत्वं भवति कस्कादिगणे पाठस्य प्रयोजनद्वयम् सामर्थ्याभावेपि शत्वं भवेत् सामर्थ्यसत्त्वे नित्यं शत्वं भवेत् इति प्रयोजनद्वयं मनसि निधाय पाणिनिना सर्पिष्कुण्डिका शब्दः गणे पठितः राइट होप इट वाज ओके कैन आई मूव ऑन Any questions? Okay. अग्रिमं सूत्रमस्ति अतः कृ कमि कंस कुंभ पात्र कुशा कर्णीषु अनव्ययस्य अतः इति पंचमी अत् इति अकारः ह्रस्वाकारः ह्रस्वाकारात् परस्य विसर्गस्य इति अनुवर्तते एतेषु परेषु कृ कमि कंस कुंभ पात्र कुशा कर्णीषु परेषु नित्यं समासे अनुत्तरपदस्थस्य इति अनुवर्तते समासे शत्वं सत्वं भवति पदत्रयम् अतः कृ कमि कंस कुंभ पात्र कुशा कर्णीषु अनव्ययस्य विसर्जनीयस्य कुप्वोः सोपदादौ नित्यं समासे अनुत्तरपदस्थस्य lot of अनुवृत्ति what's the artha akaraduttarasya visargasya if there is a visarga which follows akara anavyasya and the visarga does not belong to an avyaya samase and there is a samasa nityam sakaradeshah syat visargasya sthane sakaradesho bhavati karotyadishu pareshu when followed by these seven kru is कृ धातु डुक्रीकरणे कमि इति धातुः कम धातुः कंस कुंभ पात्र कुशा कर्णी इति पदानि एतेषु परेषु सत्वं भवति अनुत्तरपदस्थस्य उत्तरपदस्थस्य तु न भवति The examples are actually very simple कृ कारः इत्यस्ति अयः कारः इति स्थिते अतः परस्य विसर्गस्य the visarga which is following akara aya is a akara hrasvakara there is a visarga and this is not an avyaya anavyayasya visargasya samase ayahkarah iti samasah idanim nityam sattvam bhavati ayaskarah ityarthah kami kamadhatuh ayah kamah iti sthite ayaskamah this is also how we get ayaskanta because kanta is also from kamadhatu ayaha does not mean magnet ayaha means iron ayaskanta is magnet because that which attracts ayaha iron is magnet ayaskanta kanta is again from kamadhatu so we have sattva kamsaha ayaha kamsaha ayaskamsaha kamsa I think is some vessel I'm not sure kamsa I have to look at I don't remember what is kamsa Patra. Patra means a vessel. Ayaha patram becomes ayas patram. Then you have kusha. Ayas kusha. Kusha is kusha is a grass, a blade of grass. Ayassahita kusha, a kusha, that is an iron, what do you call, an iron rod or an iron stick is called ayaskusha. Karni, ayaskarni. Okay, so iti kru kami iti dhatavah krudantaihi sah samasah, and then you have kamsa, patra, kusha and karni. Okay, kamsa, Ravichandranji says, is a drinking vessel. Great. So some kind of a vessel. Okay. So eteshu pareshu sattvam bhavati. If there is an sakara following, if there is a visarga following akara. This need not be the only example. You have yashaskamaha, shreyaskamaha, lots of them. All of them are from this sutra. Okay. Atah kim hrasvakarat pareshamev परस्यैव विसर्गस्य स्थाने सकारादेशः गीःकारः इत्यस्ति. अत्र ईकारात् परत्वेन विसर्गः अस्ति, तस्मात् अत्र न भवति. अनव्ययस्य किं स्वः कामः, स्वर् इति अव्ययं, स्वर्गः इत्यर्थः. स्वरव्ययं स्वर्गनाक त्रिदिवत् त्रिदशालयाः इति अमरकोशस्य आरम्भः. स्वर् इति अव्ययं, स्वर्गः इत्यर्थे स्वर्, स्वर्गकामः इत्यर्थे स्वः कामः. अत्र यद्यपि अतः परत्वेन विसर्गः अस्ति, तथापि इदम् अव्ययम्, तस्मात् अत्र सत्वं न भवति. समासे किं, समासे एव अस्य सूत्रस्य प्रवृत्तिः. यशः करोति इत्यस्ति चेत् यशस्करोति इति न भवति. सुप्तिङां समासः नास्ति. सुबन्तास् and तिङन्तास् will never get samasa with each other. So only if it is a kridanta, then you would get sattva. If it is a tinganta, there is no sattva. Anuttara padasthasya kim? This is again paramayashahkarah. Like we saw the previous case, paramasarpih kundika. Paramanchasau paramamchadah yashah cha. Paramam yashah iti karmadhanaya samase. Yashah iti uttarapadam. Tasya paramayashas shabdasya kara shabdena samase sattvam na bhavati. Paramayashahkarah. Okay. So the sutra, I mean, though it looks big, there is nothing very special in it. So the next sutra is adhas shirasi pade. Very easy. Adhas and shiras pade. Pada shabde pare etayoh sattvam bhavati. Paradvayam visarjaniyasya saha nityam samase anuttarapadasthasya. Etayoh visargasya sadeshah syat pada shabde pare. Adhah padam इत्यस्य चेत् अधस् पदं, शिरः पदं, शिरस् पदं. Only two words, because it says adhah shirasi, adhas and shiras, when followed by pada shabda, there is sattva. Samase ityeva, if it is a samasa. Vakyena bhavati adhah padam. If the two are separate words, then there is no sattva. Adhah padam, shirah padam. And also again anuttara padasthasya. Paramashirah padam ityatu na bhavati. If shiras is an uttarapada for paramashiras, then we do not get sattva. Right? The last sutra of the prakarana, which we have already seen earlier, is kaskadishucha. If you notice the numbers, you see that it goes in an order from visarjaniyasya saha. So it's completely in order. You have visarjaniyasya saha, sharpare visarjaniyaha, vashari, kupoh kahpocha. Kupoh kahpocha is the 38th sutra. After that, you have exceptions to kupoh kahpocha. You have sopadadau, inashaha, namaspurasorgatyohu, and the following. I mean, I do not have the whole thing by heart. If you see today's class, everything is in one order, and the whole prakarana is wrapped up by Panini with kaskadishucha. So having mentioned particular sutras for each of the cases, even after that he has some words which do not fall into any category, which still do not get shatva by any. He can't make rules for them because they are individual exceptional cases. So he puts all those words into one class and says, in this gana, take sakara or shakara and be done with it. So kahpayor apavadaha. Eshu ina uttarasya visargasya shah syat anyasya tu saha. So in all these, if the visarga is preceded by akara, there is sakara. If it is preceded by in, there is shakara. Kaha kaha ityasti. Kas kaha iti bhavet. Sutram nasti. We do not have any sutra to get a sakara here. So kaskadishu cha iti sutrena bhavati. Bhaha karaha. Bhaskaraha iti anenaiva bhavati. Bhratuhu putraha. Bhratush putraha. We already saw this. So that is the end of Visarga Sandhi Prakaranam. Visarga Sandhi Prakarane Visargasya Vikaraha. The changes which happen in Visarga. I will deal with Visargasya Utpattistu Kharvasanayor Visarjaniyaha Ityanena. Tasya Visargasya Kim Kim Bhavati Visarjaniyasya Saha. Prayena Sattvam Bhavati. Sharpare Visarjaniyaha. Sharpare Khari. अर्थात क्षकारः अस्ति घनाघनः क्षोभणः शर्परे खरि विसर्गस्य स्थाने विसर्ग एव भवति न त्वन्यत् वा शरि शरिपरे विसर्गस्य स्थाने विकल्पेन सत्तं भवति हरिष्येते हरिहिषेते इत्युभयं भवति ततः कुप्वोः कः पौच कवर्गे पवर्गे च परे जिह्वामूलीयः उपध्मानीयो वा भवति इत्युक्त्वा ततः कुप्वोः कः पौच इत्यस्य अपवादभूतेन सोपदादौ इणशः नमस्पुरसोर्गत्योः इदुदुपधस्य च प्रत्ययस्य तिरसोऽन्यतरस्यां द्विस्त्रिश्चतुरिति कृत्वोऽर्थे इसुसोः सामर्थ्ये नित्यं समासे अनुत्तरपरस्थस्य अतः कृकमि कंस कुम्भपात्र कुशाकर्णीष्वनव्ययस्य अधः शिरसीपदे कस्कादिषु च. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 sutras which form an exception to Kupvoh Kahpocha. Right? So all this put together we have Visarga Sandhi. So the Visarga Sandhi dealt with all cases where the Visarga was modified by some sutra. So what we study next is where there is no Visarga. That is, you have Rutva. As I told, always the root is you have Sakara which is converted to Rutva, and the Rutva Kharvasanayoh Visarjaniyaha. If it is followed by Khar, it is converted to Visarga. If it is not Khar, something else happens. As we discussed in the first class, Introduction to Visarga Sandhi, we still have many prayogas, say Ramo Gacchati, where you have an Ukara and a Purva Rupa, which we didn't see. Though we split it as Ramaha Gacchati, it didn't occur in this because there is no Visarga involved there. So all those cases we see in the next Prakarana, which is called Swadi Sandhi Prakaranam. Swadi Sandhi Prakaranam Sasajusho Ruhu Ityanena Arabhyate. Padantasya Sasya Sajush Shabdasya cha Ruhu Syat. Padante Sakaraha asti chet tasya sthane Rutvam bhavati. Rama Shabdata Supratyaya Rama S Tisthite Rama R iti bhavati. So starting from there, we see what is the other root which Ru takes. Ru can actually either remain as Repha, as in Harir Gacchati or Gurur Gacchati. It can become Visarga and change, or it can take some other roots. So all that will be studied in the next Prakarana, which is Swadi Sandhi Prakarana. Right? So Visarga Sandhi Prakarane yadi sandehaha pritchyatam. Okay. There's one question: how do you decide Adhah Pada or Adhas Pada? Adhashirasi Pade ityatra Adhaspadam ityasit Adhah Padam. It's not samarthya. In both cases there is samarthya. If it is a samasa, there is ekarthi bhava samarthya. If it is vakya, there is vipeksha. It's just whether you want to do samasa or keep them as separate words. If there is a samasa, in the Vedas there is a swara bheda. Samase swati swaraha vidyate. Yadi nasti tarhi swara bhedaha nasti. That is one difference between samasa and not samasa. It is all vivaksha, whether you want to put it as Rajaputraha or Rajyaha Putraha. It's up to the vivaksha of the speaker. No, the sutra is not optional. Samasa is optional, obviously. Samasa, if there is a samasa, then the sandhi is compulsory. Whether you do samasa or not is vivaksha. Samasa is optional. There is a Mahavibhasha, all samasa, most samasas are optional. 90% of samasas are optional. If you do not do the samasa, then there is no sattva. And if you do samasa, then sattva is compulsory. The option is not for the sattva, but for the samasa. Okay? So Ravi says the Adhaspadam in Krishna Yajurveda. Maybe, I mean, if you can just find out where it is, it would be good, but I do not know where it appears. So if anybody can find out where, because grammar is always very practical. It has to be. Unless you have prayogas, you're learning Vyakarana to support the prayogas. Unless we know the prayogas, there's not much point in going through all this. Any other questions? No? Okay. You can stop here, and I will not be able to teach on Wednesday. There's no class on Wednesday. On Friday also I'm not sure if I'll be able to take a class. I'll inform you by Thursday about the class on Friday, but there is no class on Wednesday. I'm very sorry, but the next few weeks I might be able to, well, I'm not sure when I'll be able to take the class or not. I'll try to inform you as soon as I know, but please bear with it. येनाक्ष समां नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते।